Well, good morning and welcome back to another Angler's Diary. Friday the 13th of November, I know, day 8 of lockdown 2, and now we all know the good news that we've been allowed to carry on fishing within the period of the lockdown. So all the doubts and concerns that I expressed in my previous video have gone away, with the exception of the fact that we have faced, or I was faced with, how to decipher the travel restriction information and guidance. It's a matter for an individual's conscience, I guess, but I sort of decided that I would try and work within the spirit of the thing and reduce the amount of travelling that I do for the period of the lockdown. The major impact of that decision will be that it will restrict my pike fishing somewhat. I do have the carp pond, which is where the previous video was, and I suspect I might have a session or two on there. But what I do have on my doorstep are the 4 club waters belonging to Wansbeck and Cramlington Angling Club, and I gave that one some thought, and I know all the waters contain numerous large numbers of small perch. One thing I hadn't caught and hadn't seen was a specimen sized perch recently, so I thought I'd give myself a challenge for the lockdown, and that was to fish all of the waters to see if I can catch a specimen perch. So far, well, I've fished 2 of the waters, Horton Grange, where I caught absolutely nothing, and the Country Park Lake, which is where I am today, and this is my second visit to the Country Park Lake, and as yet I've not had a perch. In fact, up until 10 minutes ago I hadn't had anything. But 10 minutes ago I got a run, and I was celebrating until I realised I was connected to a 1 pound pike, jack pike, on a lobworm. So that's a first. I've never caught a pike on a worm before, so I can cross that one off the list. But what I would like is perch, so we'll just see how it goes. Tactics, well, a rod with a lobworm on, which I've just mentioned, king prawn on the other rod, just to see if I can stir something up. One of my biggest perch that I've caught so far on water up in Northumberland was caught on a king prawn, so I thought I'd give that an airing as well. I'll be back if anything happens at all.
Dominic Cummings leaving the front door at number 10, none too subtly carrying a cardboard box, that famous metaphor of leaving a job for good. But as I say, government sources in the last few minutes saying that that is a permanent departure. We had expected that he would wait until
session number 4 in the hunt for a club water perch, and still no perch. Back on Horton Grange. The hours are beginning to stack up on this one now, and I have to say my confidence is ebbing away rapidly. I think I might not succeed at this one. Still, plenty of time left today. Let's just see what happens. Well, at last, I was beginning to doubt whether they were actually in here. Well, it may not be the biggest, but I'm most grateful for it. Fantastic little fish. Okay, that's perch session number 4 done, and at last I've caught a perch. I've got a score on the door, which alright, it didn't quite qualify as a specimen sized perch, but thankful nonetheless. The search for a specimen goes on.